Hey, what's crack-a-lackin', everybody? This is Hunter. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Today I've got a pretty cool front living floor plan for you here by Rockwood. It is the 2026 Rockwood Signature 402SFL. That's standing for Signature Front Living. The last time I posted one like this was in an Arctic Wolf, where the front living, although it is a classic front living setup, it has a little bit of a difference where they flip the TV and the couch location. So that had some mixed reviews last time I did it, but I'm very curious to see your guys' thoughts. So let me know how you think Rockwood did with this floor plan. I personally really love it. I'm actually shocked that it had any negative comments when I was recording it, because I just think it is pinkies up, it's highfalutin, and it's exactly what I like. But all the specifications, things like length, height, tank sizes, awning sizes, including a link for Funtown RV if you need some access to some pricing, or if you want someone to help you purchase this, you know, across 8 different states, 9 different states, something like that. That'll get you some access, a Rooney, baby. But right when you walk in, I love how you're walking straight into the bathroom. You have your bedroom back here in the back, but the bathroom right here is nice just to keep some guests from, you know, tracking in and out of your unit. And since this is a front living, it's named after the front living, you know, the 402SFL. I'll start up in the front, but I want to give you a little peek here of the kitchen. I think it's pretty cool, and I actually really like that for spices, that little cabinet instead of wasted space. Also looks really cool as well. But the decor on this is pretty darn neutral. You know, it's nothing that's too offensive, but it's still a classic look for it. It's exactly why Rockwood has been around, you know, for the last 50 years. I think last year was their 50th anniversary edition, so now they're running on year 51. You just don't do that way. Just don't stick around that long by being a bad product. 6-sided aluminum frame construction. And when we get to the bed, I'll show you why I like to call it the 7-sided, because they take a little extra care with the aluminum framing even under the bed, which just about no brand does. It's like them and like Columbus, River Ranch are really the only ones that I'm aware of, you know, in these price points. But dual opposing slides, and what's nice is you're also going to get dual opposing pull-out beds, and you can also pull both of these out at the same time, which some of them you cannot. So I think that is pretty darn nice to have access to sleep probably 4 grandkids or so, maybe a 5th if you have one right here and they're okay with hopping over some of the beds. I think the floor is also, it'll hide a little bit of dirt, but it's also still clean and crisp looking. So right here, you got the Dracula shade down. You know, no skin is sizzling, that's for sure. And now you, right there. I'm sorry. I've got, that cracked me up, I don't know why. Pull down shade right there, but you also can see, you can actually get a cross breeze right here. And then as you open this up, you also have another window there too as well that opens all the way up. What do you guys think about the 2 different decor sets here in the same camper? I don't know if that is intentional or if that is showing off the multiple different decors that they have, but either way, I think it works really well. It's probably what I would like to do. Outlets and USBs on either side with your cup holders, which I think is nice. So if you want to plug in all your phones and your laptops, you have the ability. More windows, so boom, boom, and boom. Obviously this back one won't open up. It's the front cap, but it's going to be more of like that, kind of like the plexiglass type thing. And then hands-free right there. So babe, if you're watching, I love you. Now it's like 92 degrees out here in Indiana. I'm at the sneak peek event and the AC is running. And as you can tell, I'll be quiet for a second. I'm right next to it and it is pretty darn quiet, which is nice. And it's not a whisper quiet system. So they do a really good job with the ducting just to get it all evenly distributed. So it's not coming right down on your ear, which is nice. Right there you have your, well, heck, as I said that, it started making more noise. Oh, they just kicked the generators off. Okay, so the AC just went off. They just kicked the generators off here, so hopefully the battery will last a little while. But you have a Bluetooth speaker. Nice, they put it back on. Sorry, now I sound like I'm crazy. You got a fireplace to keep you nice and a roasty and a toasty. And what do you guys think about the TV being over on this side? So you got your A and B that's inside and outside. Right here is where you can put the TV down. Notice how sturdy it is, and it's pretty quiet. It'll be quiet again. It's just smooth, man. Some of these brands I've seen will just, they'll wobble and they'll weeble, do everything but fall. But it's nice to have it be a nice kind of smooth click. Again, it just comes down to doing all the little things a little bit right. And I also like how they changed up the texture there too as well. Head height up here before I leave. You're looking at 80 inches right here too, which is nice. Notice as well, I guess before I'm over here, this is a good opportunity to show you this. It's going to be right there, you have your dump valve, so you can close that and allow it to more evenly distribute it throughout the unit. So like right now, if you open this up, if you're watching a movie, I'd leave that open because it disproportionately pushes that cool air into this room. But solid surface countertops all throughout, which, babe, if you're watching, I love you. And now we're down here into the kitchen, and you can see the head height on this is incredible. You also have another AC and some accent lighting, but I mean, look at that with that dark accent wall matching up with the island. I think it just looks really sharp. Dual opposing slides. You got kind of your cooking slide over here, and then your eating slide over here. 3 windows, an emergency exit, so pull, push, and plop. You can get out in a hurry. Flush mount slide. So what that's going to mean is, even though this slide height isn't like some of the fifth wheels with 6'10" tall high slides, you do still get about 6'3", 6'4", and you don't have to step up into it as well, creating a little bit more head height for you. No knee knockers there. Accent lighting on the island, which is just a nice little added touch if you're coming out for like a little midnight snack out of your Magic Chef 12-volt refrigerator, which will run off of the solar power. And look at that, decor team crushing it. So that's the nice thing. All these, a lot of the marketing departments are ran by men for the most part. Rockwood has, her name's Alyssa, she's fantastic, running her marketing side of things. And you know, their decor set is amazing, because it's like the only one that has a woman doing it. And all the men are probably like guys like me. You know, you need to get that, or you need to get a guy with a little bit of extra touch, for sure, you know, with that kind of stuff. So you can definitely tell the difference. Look at that, you got potato mode, baby. And I actually went to the Dr. Pepper Museum. So whenever I said that the beverage mode, you can heat yourself up, you know, Coca-Cola, I actually didn't realize that's how they used to serve Dr. Pepper. So I didn't know people actually drank soda for the longest time warm. I thought that was a crazy thing to even say. I was just doing it for laughs, really. The 3-top burner to whip up all the fixings. Then you got enough room for, you know, maybe like a chicken or something like that. It says power outlet in the pantry. So we got to find that. It's on the sticker. We got to find it. Oh, it's right there. So you can put up maybe like a, it's actually got good space right there. You could do like one of those little shark, you know, one of those shark vacuums. Stainless steel undermounted bowl with the high-rise faucet. Hitting those dishes from all angles. And then you also have the refrigerator shutoff valve. It says in here too as well. So I haven't heard of that one, but I guess the refrigerator water line must run through here, but I saw that on the other as well. The bottom pull-out drawer is going to be a little bit larger than that. Pull-out trash can with a little shelf. And then, of course, you know, your cutting board, so maybe you can put, you know, your bags and things of that nature in there. And then if you're someone that likes to bring food along with you, you know, one of those weirdos, right there, bada bing, bada boom, baby. A week's worth of groceries for absolutely no problem. Even if you're bringing a couple grandkids with you, you got a ton of space. It looks like an 18 cubic footer. Let's see here. Yep, 18 cubic foot refrigerator there. So that's pretty darn snazzy to have. You also have your ice maker down here, and then 2 pull-out drawers as well. Now this right here, it looks like it would be some massive style pantry. It is not, but what they decided to do, instead of put some little baby shelving in there, or open-ended, they added the doors, and I do think it adds a ton to decor. But this is what I would do personally. I would put like a little rope over here, and I'd probably stack all my different spices and things like that. I kind of think that it would be kind of cool to add in some more shelves. But what do you guys think? What would you personally put down in there? So now we're heading back up into the front of the unit. Look at that. I'm sorry, not into the front. This is the main entrance. This is where we came in. You can put a screen in there too, by the way, if you'd like. Right here, now you're over to your main bath, which is nice. You still get the solid surface countertops, and then you're also going to have a little, you know, hidden, what do you call that, medicine cabinet. Another place for another gun, baby. And then you have your max air fan, which will be right up here. So, you know, doing the full lean back to show you guys that one. And then right here, you're gonna have your one-piece fiberglass shower. I like how they put the brick imprint there, just kind of adds to it. And then 6 foot, 300 pounds if you haven't seen my videos before. So, you know, you got about 9 feet going up, which is crazy, maybe 8 feet. And then you got a little stool where you can, you know, hike your legs up. You can see I've missed a couple cycles right there for the shaving, but that would be a good place to do it. Little access to your plumbing there under to the sink. And of course, you have all your plug-ins that you need as well. And then you're coming back into almost kind of a Rockwood classic for the bedroom. And that is something that's different. What is this? Is that just a backlight? So that's kind of cool. So they went ahead and put on the backlit mirror right there. So I think that's pretty darn sharp. You also have your fuse box down here as well. So I like how that's tucked away from the rest of the coach. I think that's kind of cool to be back with the owner of the RV's coach. Okay, so right here you got your control for your accent lighting. And then, let's see this. So this will lift up. You have these are both gonna be pull-out shelves, pull-out drawers, but you do have some more right there. But I wanted to show you this right here is more importantly. It's all aluminum frame construction there underneath the bed. Most of the time when you go searching down at the lot, you're gonna find that's gonna be 1-inch pine between there and the dinette. Obviously this one didn't have a booth dinette, it had a regular kind of table and chairs. But that's another place to check, and that's where that Rockwood difference kind of comes in. Windows that open up for a good breeze, overhead cabinetry, a nice little headrest, but you're also going to notice a lot of different shelving options there too as well. And then washer and dryer in a little bit of an unconventional spot too. Hanging items right there with some storage here up underneath. But this is going to be where your washer and dryer is. So pretty darn cool. It's definitely different to not be sitting on the ground and going up. And then you have your TV that's on a swivel. It's going to be the Insignia, so it'll be a smart TV there too as well. But all right, guys, I think that about wraps up here the inside portion of this tour. Again, it's the 2026 Rockwood Signature 402 SFB. That stands for Signature Front Bath. And in case you missed it the first time around, all the specifications as they become available, length, height, tank sizes, awning sizes, will be down in the description, along with a link for Funtown RV, so that way you can access some pricing, get some help, purchasing this thing. But obviously, the obvious, just like most of your campers out here, you have aluminum frame construction, fiberglass, but they're also going to do stuff like in the front cap, it's actually got a spray foam to it, which is going to be rather nice to us too as well. So, you have that window right there, but you're not going to lose out any of the insulation because it does have a spray foam, which is nice. You got the Kurt Rotoflex right over here, and then you have a 6-point auto leveling. It is going to be the electric, not hydraulic. I don't know if that is optional or not for them, but oh nice, right there's on the spray insulation. But it is going to be the electric. For me, it's neither here nor there. The hydraulic is a little bit more desired, I would say, just because it's a little bit, I don't know if sturdy is the word, but it's a little bit faster. But that electric, I mean, from my opinion, doesn't, if anything ever breaks down on it, you're a heck of a lot cheaper, a lot better off there. The awning, it's going to go all the way from here all the way down there. So I'd imagine, it's going to be 2 awnings. So bada bing, bada boom. You got the lights underneath. You got your frameless tinted windows here too as well. You're also going to get the Goodyear tires, and those are going to be 16-inch rims as well. So you got your Goodyear 16-inch. You got your Kurt for the suspension. I've never actually ridden in an RV with that suspension, so I'd be curious to take that down to like a test track, or when I go down to the manufacturer next, to be able to pull one of these around to be able to give you some kind of experience on that, because I don't have any, but I believe you do have a 200-watt solar panel there up top to help with the obviously trickle charging the battery, your refrigerator and all of that. Prepped for a little griddle, as you can see. You also got a little storage there. You're also going to have, looks like an outdoor shower, yeah. Hot and cold water in the form of an outside shower. 3,000 pounds of towing, 300 pound of hitch rating with the 4-way flat. And then you also have a ladder to get on top of your fully walkable roof. Check your seals, check your slides. And then you have your backup camera prepped there too as well. It's prepped for the Furrion S Vision. So I think a lot of you guys would like that if you guys haven't had one before. It's pretty cool because you can see what's going on behind you with some distance markers. Each one of these has a slide topper as well. I'm not sure if those are standard or not. And then it's getting a little bit skinny for a big guy going through there. But you got a couple of your pull-up valves right over here, and the other one's going to be over on that front side. But all right, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the tour. Hit that like and subscribe button for daily RV content. Like I said, all the specs and a link where you can access some pricing will be down in the description. But my name is Hunter. This is the 2026 Rockwood Signature 402 SFL. See you. Meow, 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 meow. Rum dum, ba da 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 dum, shum ba da ba da bum, bum ba da ba da bum, rum bum 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 ba da ba da bum, bum ba da ba da bum, bum ba da ba da bum.